Welcome to another episode of AdventureSphere. Tonight I'll be covering James Aaron Toole, a man missing from Pansy, Alabama. But first, become part of our family by subscribing to our channel, stay up to date by ringing the notification bell, and share our content to help spread awareness of how we can help recover missing loved ones free of charge. You never know who may see it, how hurt their heart may be if their family's incomplete, or how you may be a hero to them. Information shared in this episode is open sourced. The places I mention are shared with my blessing, so Aaron can be reunited with his family, regardless who higher powers work through. The video description box has our email address if you'd like to share insight on any cold case confidentially, know someone missing with a vehicle and would like them featured on our channel and searched for, or to donate equipment. The video of Google Earth has a measurement from a starting point theory or known location and goes out to possible search areas. We focus on bodies of water within 5 miles from home, their last cell phone ping, last known location, and sentimental sites where water is deep enough to hide a vehicle. If an area has been heavily searched, we may expand the search area, but please keep in mind that accidents tend to happen closer to home. James' case is a little bit different. We know he started off in Pansy, Alabama, but his wallet was found 40 miles away, and that's going to be where the bulk of my search is going to be at. His last date of contact was Monday, May 15th, 1995, when he told his granddaughter he would not be there tomorrow to pick her sister up when she got off the bus, and to make sure to be there in time so she wouldn't be left alone. He was 75 years old at the time. He said he was going to Florida to visit some siblings. James went to work that evening at the convenience store across the street for a few hours and then left early. Another granddaughter said he had stopped by her home that evening to have a conversation with his wife. She didn't actually see him, but could hear him speaking with her grandmother in the kitchen. His granddaughters he spoke with in the afternoon, and their grandmother saw him again that evening going north on Houston County Road 75. He goes by Aaron, his middle name, and he drives a brown Chevy Cavalier with Alabama license plates. There's 2 different ones. The one I'm thinking was correct is Alabama 83BLT66. It is a 4-door Chevy Cavalier. The other possible license plate would be Alabama BLT666. Aaron's birthday is December 5th, 1922. Today he would be 99. Let's see here. So he was planning to go to Florida to visit a brother in Plant City who was sick and was going to spend a few days with them. He never arrived in Florida or Plant City. The family in Plant City didn't know that he was coming. A woman, I want to say it was like 25 years later, had found his wallet in Bainbridge, Georgia. He left sometime after 6 p.m. to head to Florida. Aaron's family does have an account on Web Sleuth, and she gave a lot of information. He didn't say that he was getting a hotel room for the night. He usually just drives straight through. All of his clothes, suitcase, jewelry, and medication were still at home. His wife lived with his granddaughter down the road, and he was home by himself. His home is on County Road 75. His bank accounts weren't touched, and their relatives in Florida weren't expecting him. He and his wife would have an argument, and then she would stay with her granddaughter for a week or so, which is what happened in this instance. He was very friendly with everyone. They are unsure if he would pick up hitchhikers, though. He's not their biological grandfather. He married their grandmother, Anne, when their dad was around 13, so he was the only grandfather she ever knew and the only father that her dad really knew. When they would get in arguments, grandmother would stay with her daughter Linda and her granddaughter Sarah. They found it baffling that he would have left at night because he had a hard time seeing at night, and he just had eye surgery. Something else that possibly could have happened, he had the eye surgery, and the medication they gave him afterward to help with infections and whatnot could have interacted with any other medications he was taking. He could have been like in a bit of a mental fog with everything, and that could have prompted his disappearance. They reported him missing the Sunday after he was last seen. The family spent the summer in Florida with their cousin, so they missed most of the investigation, and her specific family was never questioned about it. His car, it was either a Cavalier or a Celebrity, and then the one granddaughter used his car 6 days earlier for her driving test. When her grandpa was growing up, he lived in Plant City, Florida, working at the Paradise Fruit Company, and retired from there in the 1980s. He and her grandmother moved to northern Florida for a brief period of time after retirement, but then they moved back to Plant City for a few years, and then moved to Alabama in the 1990s. In 2011, when this information was being shared, her grandfather, Aaron's sister, Irene, was the last living sibling of his family, and Irene was 85 in 2011. Their grandmother, Ann, passed away in 2004. They said that Grandpa Aaron did drink from time to time, and that was one of the reasons they argued, but it didn't cause problems in other areas of his life. So they weren't sure if perhaps the grandmother was just a little bit more strict or whatnot about drinking. They didn't own any guns, and they don't believe he killed himself intentionally. Lake Eufaula was searched, as well as the Chattahoochee, but there was nothing found in either water body. And that was before 2011. Technology has come a long way since then. We might have much better luck this time. There was a woman who had contacted the family and told them that she had her wallet, or grandfather Aaron's wallet, and that her uncle was a truck driver and he was the one who found it. And it was most likely at a gas station on Interstate 27 in Bainbridge, Georgia. The Find a Grave website, it has a memorial stone on it right now, and it's when Aaron is found, he will be resting eternally in the Pilgrim Rest Baptist Cemetery in Cottondale, Florida. I'm thinking that's where his wife Ann and probably siblings are as well, but I need to verify that. So I'm scrolling here on the map. There is a pond at Howard's Mill Creek, but I want to say that was on the northern side of the highway, but there is a pond on the south side. There is a row of trees. Is that the one? No, there's another pond south of 84. It's blocked by trees now, but I'm curious if the trees were there in 1995. And then I also pondered if he did actually lose his wallet in Bainbridge, or did he throw it out the window, or did somebody else perhaps take his carjacking, and then mugged him and perhaps dumped his body somewhere? I'm praying that's not what happened, but it is something to think about. They might have thrown his wallet out the window to kind of throw him off the track here. On the Flint River, there is a boat ramp, a public boat ramp, and a nice marina that is probably the first area that I want to check. There is Davis Lake south of Bainbridge, several miles, but he could have tossed his wallet out the window and then looked for a body of water south of the city that would have been quieter at night for him to disappear into, if that's what he did. There's water south of Edwards Road on the western side of Interstate 27. There's also a truck stop at the Circle K at the intersections of Interstate 84 and Interstate 27, about a mile northwest of the Flint River. If you'd like to help Aaron's family find their father and grandfather, please subscribe to the video and give it a thumbs up and ring the notification bell so you can receive progress reports. If you have a few cents for a cup of coffee or two, please consider donating through one of the links in the description box. It'll go toward sonar equipment and other necessities to help find Aaron and other missing loved ones. The holidays will soon be upon us, and although it hasn't been said to me yet, being reunited with their loved one is one of the greatest gifts they can receive. One of our first 300 subscribers will receive a free gift card, so be sure to subscribe if you'd like an opportunity to win. Immediate donation links are in the description. Kickstarter and GoFundMe campaigns are coming soon. The video will play so you can see the entire search area. If you see something that I missed, please let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and remember that we love you.